Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. A popular cryptocurrency index now lists XRP as #1 by market cap under a new metric. Now, that metric is cryptocurrencies that have been created in the United States. So I'll explain exactly what this may mean and why it matters, but I'll just tell you this at the outset. XRP was indeed created in the United States, and so even if you live outside of the United States, you might think this is a little bit silly and who gives a damn. Just understand that the largest capital market on the entire damn planet is in the United States. What happens here has ripple effects, pun intended, across the entire globe. What proof of that? Well, think about what happened when those terrible, disgusting asshat pricks at the SEC sued Ripple, impacting XRP holders the world over. Think about it. The entire thing plummeted. Whereas, if a government agency, and for instance, a third world country attacked XRP, nobody would give a damn. We probably wouldn't even know about it. So, like it or dislike it, doesn't matter. Let's just live in reality and acknowledge that this is a big thing. And this is something that could actually spur additional purchasing of XRP. And it's pretty easy to understand why, but we'll get into it. There's also this article from Cointelegraph. After crapping on XRP for a freaking straight decade, we get some positive sounding news here. Why is XRP price up today? Well, let's cover some of what they have to say. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. People, elections have consequences, and none of this incredible stuff that I'll be covering in this latest Moon Lambo Hot Jam would be occurring if Harris had won. So, never going to preach politics on this channel. That's not what this channel is for. But my policy is, it's my channel, so I do what I want, damn it. I will touch on politics insofar as it pertains specifically to the economy, finance, and specifically crypto. Because when that happens, it's not me trying to get into politics. It's politics coming into my world. And yes, I have opinions on that. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, even I don't care what your politics are, whether you're on the left or the right, we can all be friends here. That's my stance. But even if you're not happy with how the election went, if you're not, you should still be thrilled that it's absolutely benefiting your net worth. And there's no question of that. If you're living in reality, look at what's happened to the stock market since the election. Look at what's happened with crypto since the election in November. It's been incredible. XRP through the roof. I don't know what the price action would look like today if we had a different outcome, but it wouldn't quite be this. It certainly would not. And you wouldn't have these potential policies coming into place as a result that could materially and directly positively impact the price of XRP. And so here you have Live Coin Watch. This is the crypto index that I use literally on a daily basis. I just like the clean look of it. I'm somewhat bitter over some of the stuff that CoinMarketCap has done, so that's another reason that I'm not thrilled about them. I don't outright hate them or anything, but you know the crap they did back in early 2018 was XRP was hitting a new all-time high. They did some stuff in the way that they were calculating XRP price, made it look like the price was plummeting out of nowhere, and then it actually materially caused harm because people then panicked and actually sold. There's been some things along the way. They've also had some bogus FUD written about XRP on their actual website. So without getting too far off the rails, there are reasons that I like Live Coin Watch. But I'm sitting here wondering, as I stare with XRP gloriously in its rightful spot, number 3 in market cap, though I do think it's coming for that number 2 spot. It's going to knock out ETH. There's a good chance anyway. I'm sitting here wondering if the new metric tracked by CoinGecko will also be on Live Coin Watch and Live Coin Watch, and also, frankly, every other site, CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko, nothing against them at all. I don't really think about them that frequently. I'm well aware of them. I have used them in the past from time to time, just not with any amount of regularity. But they seem fine. I've always been happy with them. But they're the first to add a new filtering mechanism. You can filter cryptocurrencies by whether or not they were created in the United States. Now, The reasons that they're doing this are very clear. There's tax implications, which I'm going to highlight very, very shortly here. But I just want to note there are only a handful of these things listed, and it's just hilarious because look, this wouldn't exist. Like, do you think that CoinGecko would have added a Made in USA tab if Harris had won? No, there would be no reason. But the reason that it's going to matter is because people are going to be interested in investing in these coins. And again, we're talking about the largest capital market on the entire damn planet. But here you have XRP at the top. It's the largest cryptocurrency by market cap that's been created in the United States. And I also scrolled down and look at the rest of these coins. There you got the official Trump coin, number 28 in market cap. You got the Melania coin, and I already talked about these in recent videos. I'm not going to say any more on it in this video, but the Melania is 134 in market cap right now. It's just absurd to me that this even happened. Like that's reality. I get it, but it's funny. At a minimum, it's funny whenever you think about this. So a couple things happening with XRP because of the election. First, let me briefly mention this one. And this was a headline from just a few days ago from Bitcoin, actually, bitcoin.com. Trump may be considering Solana, XRP, and USDC alongside Bitcoin for an America First strategic reserve. Now, my favorite thing about this, other than the fact that if this happens, it's going to be great for the price action of XRP, it's that it absolutely infuriates those toxic Bitcoin maximalists out there, and that brings me great joy. They're a bunch of unsophisticated, knuckle-dragging, mouth-breathing troglodytes with cashew-sized brains, can't even get their own damn shirts on in the morning, wearing helmets and Velcro shoes, living under a bridge next to a dumpster fire, eating room-temperature cottage cheese, which is their favorite feast, charging people to cross said bridge. But that's a problem because they're charging them in Bitcoin, and at times of high congestion, that can take over 24 hours for a single damn transaction, and fees historically in excess of $50. So it pleases me to no end that they are infuriated that there could be a strategic reserve with XRP included. And it's interesting seeing that this might happen. And Brad Garlinghouse, by the way, he was talking about this. So let me share with you just a little piece of this first. Donald Trump is not a Bitcoin maximalist. He just rubs elbows with them. So what happens when, as first reported by the New York Post on Thursday, the creators of Solana, XRP, and USDC convinced Trump to consider going beyond a Bitcoin-only strategic reserve by establishing an America First version that includes their coins. For many, the initial response is outrage. Yes, it is outrage from them, and I am here for it. This maximalism it's the bane of my existence, and it's arguably the most disgusting aspect of what it is to be participating in the world of crypto. It's just, aside from scams and stuff like that, obviously, but if you're talking about just engaging with humans in space, it is just the most awful experience. These are miserable people. And it doesn't make logical sense. There are different coins with different technical attributes that are going to be used for different things and different priorities and different geographic regions. There's tons of reasons that there's never going to be a one-size-fits-all coin. It won't be Bitcoin, it won't be ETH, it won't be XRP. There will be some coins that compete for a certain market share, for a certain utility, for certain use cases, and that's fine too. You're going to have a little bit of overlap. Cool. Don't have a problem with it. That's perfectly fine. But these idiot sticks that say that Bitcoin is the one true coin and it's all we need and we should stop all technological progress henceforth, that is the stupidest damn position you could possibly hold. XRP is superior. There's a reason that XRP's gotten traction for more than a decade now, because it does what Bitcoin can't. XRP, it does what Satoshi Nakamoto initially envisioned a Bitcoin would be used for, a peer-to-peer cash system. XRP settles in real time, and transactions are so cheap they might as well be free, fractions of a penny. You'll love to see that. And so there was the rumor that this is going to happen, but it's like, and we'll see. I'll not be surprised if this is the case. And so, even before this was big news in the last several days or so, before that, maybe it might have been 2 weeks or so ago at this point, but Brad Garlinghouse, he in a recent interview, he said that and this is after he was in touch directly with Donald Trump, he was publicly stating that you weren't just going to have a Bitcoin reserve. He thought that there would be other coins as well. And so he stopped short of saying it would be XRP, but we know that Donald Trump is all about America first. He absolutely 100% is. I mean, hell, I watched his speech at inauguration today, And he made it very clear. He wasn't mincing words. Everything he's going to do, it's with America in mind first. That is what he stated. I'm just reporting what he said. So it's not surprising that he looks at things the way he does. And so there's this headline, Trump's bold move could make crypto gains tax-free, the 3 U.S. tokens set to skyrocket. Okay, now this story was from November 18th of last year. I remember talking about it at the time. Here you can see former President Donald Trump's administration could drastically change the crypto landscape with a proposed policy to eliminate capital gains taxes on U.S.-issued cryptocurrencies. According to sources close to the transition team, the proposal would apply to tokens created by U.S. companies, potentially turning the country into a tax-free crypto haven. And so I remember seeing that and thinking, I don't know if that's true, but that would be wild. I'd be for it in a biased sense. It doesn't make any logical sense, and I'll explain more in a second. But as somebody who's biased and would like to see XRP included in that, hey, if XRP is going to be included in that, fantastic. And we got confirmation that this, it looks like there's going to be an actual push for this. So we got this headline. This is actually from December 16th. Eric Trump confirms crypto tax exemption on U.S.-based projects. And so, I mean, this is his son. This is his son publicly stating this is what's going to happen. And so I saw that and I covered it on that also on the channel at the time. I was like, it looks like it's going to happen then. That would absolutely include XRP. And so it makes me wonder if you're going to have a tax exemption here and it's in the United States, and what if XRP is going to be part of a strategic reserve? What if both of those things happen? And especially what if it happens magically, the timing lines up and you can get it done quickly, and it happens during the XRP bull run in 2025? What does that mean? Because if this passes, I mean, presumably they could make it apply for the calendar year of 2025. Now, I always assumed, ever since I jumped into crypto in 2017, that one day when I sell my XRP, I'm going to get taxed at least 20%, which is the long-term capital gains tax rate in America. So I would get hit with that, and you do have to hold at least a year to get hit with that. Otherwise, it can be higher. It'll be whatever your tax bracket is. Talk to your tax professional, though, but that's my very bare bones understanding of what. But I'll pay whatever I legally have to pay, of course, as one should. I don't need any trouble, but I always assumed I was going to lose 20% here. But if that's not going to be the case, don't you think people are going to be that more enticed to put some amount of money in if they're like, strategic reserve? Well, it probably means it has staying power. Don't get taxed? Wow, so I can get more profit out of it? It just runs than I otherwise would? Might these be things that entice people? Yes. And so it does look like this is the direction that they're going. So here you can see President-elect Donald Trump's son, Eric, has confirmed plans to eliminate capital gains tax on cryptocurrencies, but only those based in the United States. American cryptocurrencies, including Algorand, Cardano, Ripple, and Hedera, will all be tax-free under Trump. I don't really need to read the rest. I happen to hold all 4 of those, with XRP being my largest individual crypto position here. And so I look at this, and since I'm biased, I do want it because it would benefit me. Do I think it makes logical sense? Absolutely not. What the hell is a US-based cryptocurrency, and what does that mean in the context of a decentralized ecosystem on a global scale? If something's decentralized, meaning no American companies have actual control over it, what the hell does it matter what country it was originated in? Spoiler alert, it does not. It does not matter. The only thing that I could think of is if you want to drive creation of more stuff, more coins in America, well, okay, then you could drive that type of behavior by having a policy like this. Outside of that, does the policy make any damn sense? Nope, absolutely not. Would I like it? Yeah, because I'm biased. But if I were a leader of the country, like if I were leading the free world here, would I do this? I wouldn't feel like it was right. Especially if you have no skin in the game, it's even easier then. You'd be like, well, logically, this doesn't make sense, and you just wouldn't do it. But it looks like this is going to happen. So look at all these pieces coming. So anyway, that's why CoinGecko today, they just announced this. This just happened, that CoinGecko listing made in America cryptocurrencies, which otherwise shouldn't matter. But XRP's at the top of this list, and this is what people are going to see. So now imagine that there are other indexes out there like CoinWatch, CoinMarketCap, which are more popular ones. Imagine they start listing it as an easy to see option. And then when the policies come in, people are going to be looking at this stuff. I'm just saying here, folks. And XRP is number 1 by this particular metric in market cap. And then we have this. Why is XRP price up today? These articles. I don't even mind them. It's just... Because XRP was artificially suppressed for several years. How about that? How about that? Now we're in a bull market and everything's popping to the upside. And how about the underlying fundamentals that allowed us to get to this point, which means just intense utility that you don't see from pretty much any other cryptocurrency out there? How about that? How about the technology just works? How about an increasing user base, so on and so forth? More developers. How about that? Does any of that sound like it might be important? And so they cite all these various things, like, for instance, here there's a subheading, XRP price boosted by Trump's inauguration. Look, as far as the short-term price action, it's just moving in tandem. Yes, XRP has strength. I think it's going to burst to the upside. It's going to melt faces. It's going to enter further price discovery. Fine. But it's because there's confluence here within markets. XRP never has gone on a crazy bull run hitting a new all-time high by itself. It's always gone when the market's hot, and it's based on liquidity cycles. So, just saying the reason XRP is doing so and so, specifically XRP is because of this, I'm like, no, it's impacting the entire crypto asset class. And so that's just a dumbass argument. It doesn't make sense here. They do cite this, a record open interest backs XRP price discovery. That's a fair enough point. And they also do highlight that XRP is indeed about to break up to the upside. Check this out. XRP's gains on January 20th are part of a breakout emerging from its prevailing symmetrical triangle pattern. Symmetrical triangles form when price action consolidates between converging trend lines, typically preceding a breakout in the direction of the prevailing trend, i.e. up. Duh, we're in a bull market, but yes, they're saying from a TA perspective, fair enough. Anyway, the measured move for this breakout, calculated by adding the triangle's height to the breakout's point, sets XRP's short-term price near $3.60, up around 10% from current price levels. It's just amazing to see this from Cointelegraph, though, because they just... If you've been here even close to as long as me, you know why this stands out to me. Because they've just been disgusting towards XRP and the community at times. And then here, they're just endlessly writing articles about XRP. They can't get enough XRP articles out all of a sudden. As if they've always been big fans. And they'll still write crap articles too. They're just mostly positive now. Isn't it funny how that works? But they'll go back to, once the bubble peaks, it's fully inflates then pops, they'll go back to crapping all over it for years on end. I don't doubt that. They're just trying to get as many clicks now as possible, pretending like they're one of us now. Okay. But it is correct, that what's most probable is a move to the upside, well above $4, entering price discovery, melting faces. There's a reason that so many analysts think that we're going to see double-digit price action for XRP. Won't surprise. So that's all happening at the same time that XRP might be part of a strategic reserve for the United States government. The United States' largest capital market on the planet. That's going to attract some funds, let's say. That's very true. And then... obviously, on top of that, you're talking about eliminating tax, even though it doesn't make really logical sense in my mind. Okay, whatever. And especially if it's going to happen during a bull, okay. I mean, I'll take it. You guys tell me what you think about, though. I've said a lot. You guys tell me what your perspectives are about this. Again, not against it, just thinking that a lot of the crap that's been coming out recently sounds a little silly. Maybe not a ton of logic behind it, but it's good for us. And I'll take that after getting... Because look, so many government actions over the last several years haven't been logical and they've been to our harm. So I'll instead now take a continuation of illogical actions from the government, except for this time to our benefit rather than to our detriment. Illogical either way, but yes, it's good this time. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.